Spectre Talk Radio. You're in to all things music.
Welcome to Sharpen the Axe. Explore the bleeding edge of guitar and bass gear. Discover a sound uniquely your own and cut through the noise. With your hosts, Eric Lucero and Paul Berezetsky.
Very nice. Well, welcome to another episode of Sharpen the Axe. I'm Eric Lucero.
And I'm Paul Berezetsky.
And we are checking out today the Line 6 Spider V, Spider 5, 120. Did you ever start with one of these? Or was that more of my generation where we were jumped on the modeling around like 99, 2000 or so?
I never had one of these. I do have another modeling amp to this day, and I have a Line 6 pod.
All right.
XT Live, I think.
The floorboard one.
Floorboard, yeah.
Nice, right on.
I've actually gigged with it just this weekend. I haven't used it in a little while, but it was like a thing where it's a quick little easy thing where you could plug right into a PA, don't need to drag an amp around, and I dusted it off and played a gig with it. It was pretty cool.
Nice, right? Yeah, it's nice to not have to haul heavy gear,
Absolutely.
have cabinets, and hope that your tube amp is going to work just the way you want it to for once. There's things to be said for both sides, but Line 6 has been the leader in the modeling world for quite a while. And I mean, that was all the buzz. I remember when I was like, 14, 15 years old or so, and the pods were getting very, very popular. And now we're at the current incarnation right here, the Line 6 Spider 5 120, or Spider V 120. V, that Roman numeral for 5, right?
Yeah.
Either or, but it's pretty impressive. It's 120 watts. It has over 200 effects, amps, and cabs. It can also go directly into your DAW with some USB connection. It's a pretty versatile little amp here. And we were just on the first preset right there. I think there's 128 presets.
Yeah.
So that was the Arachnid Rhythm. Let's go through some more and see what we can find.
That's kind of a British.
Yeah, that was an AC30 emulation right there. Here's acoustic pluck. Not bad, actually. Now let's see what else we can find going on along. Shredder time.
So,
Nice.
And here, maybe I'm jumping the gun here. I don't know if you want to talk about it a little bit later, but jumping into the effects.
Yeah.
So this is like a cool, raunchy lead tone for me. I would like a little bit more reverb or a little bit more delay out of something like that. So
let's go right to effects. And
And
we
it
are in delay
switches.
right now. Yeah, and it's color-coded right there. So green is delay, so it's going to be your delay control right there. Let's see if we can go into some parameters or go change over and increase the reverb. And let's go to a small room reverb. Nice. Now, let's see. Go change the delay. reverse lead, and reverse delay. Of course, I steer us into something nice and trippy, but it is very clever that what they've done in these latest incarnations of the Spider 5s is that they have color-coded some of the effects, so yellow for compression, orange for distortion, blue for modulation, green for delay, pitch and synth is purple, and red is reverb. And of course, you can also edit amps, effects, cabinets. You can even edit the mics that are virtually miking your cab here, but there's just so much flexibility available here.
And the thing I really like about this is the layout is really simple, where you want your basics to be available at all time. Like, you don't want to go menu diving just to find a parameter for your drive. Like, you want your drive to be right there.
Yeah. They really have made it a easy to use, simple amp. It even actually kind of gets you into that the mindset of what you can do with plugins on a DAW, so it's kind of easily applicable.
And I've actually found modeling amps are really good for recording. If you take them straight into a computer, you don't have to worry about miking and rooms and noise. Yeah,
exactly. It's a great tool, this amp right here, and actually the whole Spider V series, for the bedroom musician or those who need to record at quiet volumes but don't want to go spend a whole bunch of money on plugins and a whole bunch of mics. You just want to do some bedroom recordings and just get your notes down the way you want them to sound. This is such a solid option right here.
Yeah. Or also, if you're trying to emulate a certain player, a certain style of music, you can pretty much dial in most anything you can think of.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of user forums for these too that help each other out in trying to get a certain sound or even share profiles. And another cool feature, and actually the deal with the Spider V120 here for Black Friday is that it comes with a mail-in rebate, the Line 6 Relay G10 system, which is a wireless system. We got one right here.
And this is actually super cool.
This little guy right here. So we see that you are plugged in right now. What we're going to do is just unplug you. And all you have to do is plug in this little guy right into the input. You give it a second, it turns green and syncs, and then it starts flashing green.
And it's paired.
Pass it over to Paul, and yep, it's paired and ready to go.
Goodbye, stupid cable.
Welcome to the wild world of wireless. Nice. And actually, while we're on the subject of what you're plugging into, we have a D'Angelico Excel DC right here.
So pretty.
Is one of the new brands we're carrying here at Pitbull Audio, and it's affordable D'Angelico at $14.49. It comes with a hard case. This beautiful cherry red top, dual humbucker. It is a exquisite example of a nice semi-hollow guitar, and I also like the Art Deco appointments in the headstock and all the styling. It really is a eye-catcher.
Yeah, I first came across these at a NAMM show a few years ago, and I was really kind of smitten by them. They're really cool. Oh, this black headstock, I really like the back of it.
Right, and also check this out. Grover Tuners, very cool style up here, but also we have flame in the neck, this beautiful flamed back. It really is, like I said, an eye-catcher, and it sounds killer. Let's see if we can find something just a little cleaner to hear it. Well.
I actually found a setting there I really like called double verb or something.
Let's see if we can. There we are. There we are.
That was one of the clean sounds that jumped out at me that I really liked.
Which is emulating a Fender Twin.
So, and these are great starting points, but you want to dial in maybe I want a little bit more drives. I would switch this over to the amp side, right?
Out of the amp itself?
No, it's on the effects right now, so I hit amp, correct?
Yes.
And give it a little bit more juice.
Even drive the power section a little bit. Go ahead. it's not really driving the power section, like as you would a output section of a tube amp, but still you can get an emulation through the HD modeling of line 6 compared to cleaning it up and turning it back and getting more of a poppy, jazzy sound. Very nice. Now, we also have another guitar with us, another line we're carrying called Vintage that we should check out, and that is the Les Paul style, a single cut style.
And if I'm correct, the other cool feature about this is it's got this little pin here, if you could see it, which basically turns this off and there's no noise,
like a circuit breaker sort of idea. Yeah,
exactly. So you don't have to put your amp on standby or turn it off, or don't have to deal with any kind of crazy pops. And
exactly, yeah. And if you are playing through a tube amp, it's going to save your tube life quite a bit.
Very nifty little. And this thing, I saw this hanging on the wall. I checked it out. This is really chunky.
Right? It is a classic single-cut mahogany body guitar with dual humbuckers. We probably don't have to say the other brand that it emulates, but for $500, this is a solid option. Now let's see if we can find something that sounds like a cracked stack.
It's like a white Les, but I need some Randy Rhoads.
Perfect. Nice. So how are you feeling about the emulations of cleans and gain? I know you've played through some JCM 800s before, so would this do the trick for you in a pinch for a gig?
Sure. You got to be careful with emulators in a live setting, because the way they sound when you're playing by yourself may be a little bit different when there's bass and there's drums, so you kind of have to experiment.
Very true.
I like the way it's voiced. I like the tones. There's a ton of different gain settings on there that you could go through and find the one that works for you. And what I like I said, doing is finding one and then using that as a jumping off point and tweaking it to what I like. So maybe like, Brian May kind of tone but you want to drench it in delay.
Absolutely. Or if you want to experiment with, say, what a JCM 800 head would sound like with a AC30 cab or a matchless cab. You can virtually choose and pick and switch.
Yeah.
I forgot the
mix
phrase.
And match.
There we go. Yeah, you can mix and match, and even with effects and mics on the cabs, with the little variety it gives you in here, you can do quite a bit. And as we said, in a home studio environment, that's extra nice. You don't have to spend money on room, cab, and mic plugins for your DAW. But it is a solid amp. It usually goes for $399.99, and for the Black Friday deal, you get a mail-in rebate of the G10 system as well.
Very cool. Find me something really crazy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, there was one in there called Shoegazer.
Oh,
it was a little farther up.
There we are.
There it is.
Nice. Now, as a starting point, as weird as this sounds, what if we wanted to add some fuzz into it, right?
Sure.
Never mind. Turns out you can add the fuzz onto this right now. just more examples of the cool, weird stuff that is in the depths of this amp that you can further modify, tweak to your liking, to whatever you need. So, the versatile amp for stage, for studio, for $399.99, it can be yours, and with a mail-in rebate, you get the G10 wireless system sent to you. Well, very cool, right? Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back with some more pedals and other deals for Black Friday from Pitbull Audio.
Hey guys, my name is Paul Berezetsky of EnterTalk Radio, and I'm here with Eric Lucero, product specialist for Pitbull Audio, and we're taking a look at some cool stuff that's going to be on special pricing through Black Friday.
Yep. We got the Tascam US 4x4 audio interface. This is a great interface, has 4 preamps, USB connectivity, MIDI in and out, and it's on sale for Black Friday for $184.99. Check this and other products out for Pitbull Audio's Black Friday sale.
Hey guys, I'm Paul Berezetsky with EnterTalk Radio, here with Eric Lucero, the product specialist for Pitbull Audio. We're here at the store taking a look at some Black Friday items that you guys have on sale, and we got a bit of a legend right here.
Absolutely. I think this is one of the best deals you're going to get on Black Friday. This, in case you don't know, is the Sennheiser MD421-2. A very, very versatile studio and stage microphone. It is mostly used on instruments. It is great for toms, great for horns. It can work as a vocal mic for a different timbre if you want something different. It usually is $379.99. It is $279.99 for Black Friday, $100 off.
That's some significant savings right there.
Absolutely. So, take advantage of the sale and get yourself an MD421-2 by Sennheiser today.
Welcome to Sharpen the Axe. Explore the bleeding edge of guitar and bass gear. Discover a sound uniquely your own and cut through the noise. With your hosts, Eric Lucero and Paul Berezetsky.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sharpen the Axe on EnterTalk Radio, powered by Pitbull Audio. I'm Eric Lucero.
And I'm Paul Berezetsky.
And we got here a whole lot more goodies that are on sale for Black Friday. Have you ever encountered any of these brands here before?
Brands, yes. Encountered. Never.
Yeah,
never.
I know I brought some Earthquaker to the studio
before. Yeah, Earthquaker devices is always awesome. Morgan amplifiers. I think the first time I've heard about them was actually here when we had the Tosin Abasi clinic. He's been playing through, not this one, but one of the 50-watt ones.
Yes, a SW50 head is what he played when he came into his clinic here at Pitbull Audio, right where we're sitting. But yeah,
and Morgan, Tosin Abasi's not a tone snob or anything. He'll just play through anything.
Through anything at all.
Matter.
And it's actually, he probably can play through anything at all and still sound like himself.
Yeah.
He's definitely one of those kinds of players. But yeah, Morgan amplification is very well built, very solid stuff. The one we have right here, the AC20, can go from a 1/4 watt to 20 watts tube. It's very easy controls on this. The power level, which is your power soak, which takes you all the way from that 1/4 watt to 20 watts. A tone cut control and volume, and 2 switches, one for bass cut and one for bright and normal. And that really is all you need in this little 112 combo. We got it on clean right now, I believe, right?
Yep.
Nice. Now, one of the cool things about this power level here is that you can crank it at studio volumes if you want to get the drive out of this. So we'll do power level all the way down. So although this amp is very popular with country pickers and jazz players as well, this thing can roar when you want it to. And that's the cool part of that power soak, is bedroom levels. You still want to get their natural grind out of the preamp section here. Just turn the power level down, volume up, and there you go, that nice raunchy roar you hear.
Yeah.
Or if you want to get clean like we did before. Actually, let's show the tone cut too. Keep playing.
those are some mysterious symbols. That's
right.
I guess
this is
bass
a
and
bass cut,
treble,
yeah, and this is the
night and
the
day.
bright, yeah, a little
Bright
moon
and
and little
dark.
sun, yeah. You want to go bright, you go to the sun, of
So
course.
it's kind of a presence sort of control.
Yeah, and adds a little top end, makes things nice and bright. So again, if we go back and do the grind. So it's got a nice natural breakup on it. Plenty to love about this. One of the great things about Morgan amplifiers is that they take pedals very well, which we're about to demonstrate. And a quick note, the AC20 here goes for $1699.99. It is not on the Black Friday deals specifically, but come on into pitbullaudio.com or get a hold of one of us via phone or chat, and we could work out a deal for you, I'm sure, on the Morgan.
I love the styling of it.
Yeah, it is
This
just
is probably
a cool
one of the
looking,
most gorgeous
stylish
amps I think I've seen.
And I like that the label in front there turns on and off. Plenty of companies that are adding some nice aesthetics as on top of the great sounding, well-built products that they put out. And as well as this Morgan amplifier here, we can check out these 3 pedals that'll be going for 15% off during Pitbull Audio's Black Friday sale. The Earthquaker Devices Palisades, normally $212.46, we're going to sell for $180.59. The Chase-Bliss Audio Spectre, usually $349, will go for $322.61. And the walrus-audio ARP87, usually $199, will go for $183.95. But let's give them a shot right here, so let's hear your clean tone. We'll start with the Palisades, which really is the last mid-pushing tube screamer you'll ever need to buy, pretty much. And this is the gain A, set for lower, just pushing the amp. So if we go over the controls real quick, we have a six position voice switch, a boost pot, volume pot, tone pot, another 6-position bandwidth switch, 2 gains, a normal bright switch, a buffer on or off switch right there, and your gain A, which is also your engage bypass, gain B, and a separate boost right there. And you set it to something that you like right off the bat, right?
I kind of liked all of them.
Oh, yeah. It's hard to choose.
I think it was... and... I think
That's adding gain. Yeah,
adding.
I set that for a higher gain. Yeah. Nice. So we're going to actually go and check out how much it increases on gain B. I set it for polar opposites. Nice. Can kick it pretty well, right?
Yeah.
Now, actually, let's go back to gain A, and I'm going to demonstrate a little bit and go through the voices. Starting at 1. And now the bandwidths, starting at 1. So there's quite a bit of variety available within the Palisades, and like I said, it's so versatile. It might be the last amp-pushing, lower overdrive you'll ever need, and you have basically 2 on there, plus a boost. Actually, let's demonstrate the boost, right? Gain B, and now the boost. Very cool. A very awesome sounding overdrive. And we got that going into next, the Chase-Bliss Spectre. So Chase-Bliss, known for very high quality builds. Analog brain, digital heart. Actually, wait, I said that wrong. It's analog heart, digital brain, I believe.
Yeah.
One of the two. Either way, it's a very, very solid flanger. Let's give it a listen. So it's easy to get lost, and there's so much possibility available in this thing, but controls for mix and ramp up there, 0 regeneration, rate, width, and shift, and 2-3 position switches in the modulation shape, and the tap MIDI switch right here. You also have a tap tempo right here, and the bypass. Flexibility is the key word, and the Spectre is just full of all kinds of crazy sounds.
What's with all the
dip switches in the back is for what you want to assign to your expression or MIDI control right there, which is one of the more noted features. And it is a dense little guy, just packed with circuitry to create this beautiful, beautiful flanging sound. You much of a flange user?
I was for a while. I kind of, I think it was just a Boss.
Like a BF 2 or 3, yeah?
Yeah, one of those. It's one of those things that you kind of get into and then get bored with, and then you tend to abuse it at first, and then kind of get over it. And I think that's what happened to me. But it was kind of basic. This thing, you could get a ton of different colors out of it. And if you're doing anything that's kind of experimental, original, trippy sounding, you could go for days with this, I'm sure.
Absolutely, yeah. It's takes well to drive. It plays well with others. It's a really cool flanger. And from the Spectre, we go into the Walrus-audio ARP87 multifunction delay. This is a 4-mode delay pedal with some cool features. It's got controls for level, dampen, repeats, ratio for delay repeat subdivision, the X control, which depends on which mode you're in, and the programs, which is digital, analog, lo-fi, and slapback. We're in digital right now. Let's see what that sounds like.
This is analog now?
Analog now, yes. Add some modulation with the X control. Now let's go to the lo-fi. And for the digital, analog, and slapback, the X controls the amount of modulation. In the lo-fi mode here, it controls the filter width.
Super dreamy.
Right? This is my favorite setting on it. Very trippy, right?
Yeah.
Very neat sounding. Now let's try the slapback.
Let me hear the slap back with
A little bit of drive,
yeah.
sure, yeah.
Where's the Ooh.
Switch it right in the middle. This is a very fun, it's been a very popular delay for us, and you can have it now for Black Friday on sale for $183.95.
This is really, really sweet. I love delay. I pretty much can't play anything without it.
Yeah, it's nice to thicken up the sound a little bit,
Yeah,
and in this
yeah.
case, I mean, add some really cool dimension with that X control.
It
and
just
the 4
gives
modes.
everything you're playing to my ear like so much more musicality and mood.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oftentimes I feel naked without it.
You're not a direct sound, no reverb, no delay kind of guy.
It depends if it's just kind of like straight kind of raunchy rock and roll.
Yeah, then in that
maybe.
case. But I know you like the David Gilmour, Pink Floyd stuff,
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
you like a delay you can
that
get
stuff-
spacey with.
That stuff warped my brain too much growing up.
Yeah, Gilmour will do that to you.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
luckily now you can get some spacey sounds. This trio alone does it pretty well.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, this right here between a really, really high quality amp and overdrive, some trippy modulation and delay, this is pretty much your...
Yeah, this is a solid, just quick go-to rig right here with all the
Yeah.
drive you could ever need and all these space.
There you go.
There you go.
Ah. That's... There you go. I just spaced myself out.
Yeah, exactly. Send you right to the stratosphere.
Yeah,
and you
there's
can
you
pick
got your little Gilmour setup right there.
Totally. It's effective, clean sounding, and high quality. You can pick them all up at Black Friday at Pitbull Audio.
I think I might pick them all up right now.
Right now, in fact.
Cedric, bring my car
This
around.
is all just going straight into the car with Paul, pretty much. And who would blame you? The Excel too is right.
Yeah, I really dig this, and I'm surprised that they're pretty affordable now. 14.
Absolutely, yeah.
$14.49
$14.49 with a hard case for Indy Angelico. Never thought I would say those words in my life at
Yeah,
that price.
yeah.
Used to them being, 4,000 to 7,000 or somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
But-
Plays great, sounds awesome. Pretty high output pickups on this puppy.
Right? Yeah. Nice high output. You can get push the amp pretty well. You're able to push the natural sound of the Morgan right here very, very well.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for something more solid body, more traditional, we have the V100 by Vintage right over there for those of you wanting a Les Paul solid body kind of sound. You can check this all out at Pitbull Audio and pick them all up during Black Friday. Until next time, we got plenty more goodies coming up and NAMs rolling around soon.
Yep.
So we'll see you soon. I'm Eric Lucero
I'm Paul Berezeski.
of Sharpen the Axe on Enter Talk Radio, powered by Pitbull Audio.
Have a happy Thanksgiving
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
and the blackest of Black Friday.